Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah. On weight, 170 on the dot. We are weighing in at 6 o'clock, and we are already on weight, folks. Zack Partridge.
Woke up on weight. Easy
woke
money.
up on weight. Isn't that nice?
I mean, hey, I'm just going to give it a plug again. If you don't know how to do your nutrition and you need help and you do crappy weight cuts, you should probably talk to or hire a professional. My first time going to 170 and 3 months of preparation, I had somebody go, hey, maybe you should consider going to 155. Nope. I'm just doing I did it the right way. It's not like I did it right for like a week or two. So it was an easy weight cut. I did it for 3 months. And so I did it the right way for 3 months. So it's nice and easy.
You can tell you did it right. I mean, I've seen the pictures of how you're looking right now, and you look good. You look like you did it right. Like,
I did it right.
It's exciting, man. I'm so freaking stoked for tomorrow night.
It's gonna be fun, man. There's so many good fights.
That's the thing, that the whole freaking card is stacked. I'm gonna pull it up because there's a couple ones that stood out to me before we get into the other one. But yeah, man, you guys got what, 5-6 guys from your gym, right?
Six
guys from your gym on this card. But the one that I'm really looking forward to is Eli, who we had on here, Barzilay, and Hector
Oh my
Lopez.
gosh, that fight is going to be crazy. I can't wait to see the replay of that fight.
Janao that we had on against Randy Burton, that's another one. Kendrick Wolf against Meek Armstrong, Sepp and Jesse Solomon, like Marco Sanchez, Eric Munoz. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Bronson Buck Marco.
That's going to be a good one.
I've never seen Bronson fight, but I know Marco, but I know how Hawaiians are. And
that's all you need to know.
Ooh.
AJ and Dustin Crawford. You got two guys that have been in it for a minute, that have been around.
Jesse Solomon and Sepp. Did you say that one?
That one.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dude. This is just this whole card stacked top to bottom. Top to bottom. I'm stoked, dude.
It's so good.
We're gonna have a booth. We will have Zack's shirts there, his fight shirts there. Look, he heard it. We were just talking about that, Aleko.
Hey, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Hey.
I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I was going to put one of yours. Yeah, you did ask before we went on.
I'll cut it. It's fine. I'm good.
It must be your mic that doesn't drown out those sounds, because I chew gum all the time when we're on here.
Yeah,
but you can hear every little movement, like when you're playing with your pin and it drops. Yeah, it just echoes.
Yeah, we'll get a better mic. Maybe we just need a better mic in the new studio.
Yeah. Well, we got to get new mics anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You got your fight shirts, which are the sleeveless hoodies. Dope. Short sleeve hoodies. We'll have those at the fights. Do you want me to bring them to the weigh-ins?
Yeah, bring them to the weigh-ins.
So people can get them.
I can get mine. Maybe I'll have people come pick them up for me at One Hit a Saturday morning or something.
We'll have some new hats that I'm sporting right now.
Man. You got to bring me mine to the weigh-ins.
Bing.
Those are clean.
We have a cream colored one that's like an off-white with the black patch on there, and we have all black. Those are going to be there. I'm stoked, dude.
It's going to be a good night.
Okay, now can we talk about the other fights that we're not going to be able to watch because I'm going to be watching the fight?
You ready for the wildest thing?
What's that?
The fight I'm most excited to go back and watch is AJ Mckee and Patricia Pitbull, though.
Dude.
This weekend. The press conference and
that got me fired up.
When AJ took the belt, I was like, oh man, like this is gonna be good.
We talked about it a little bit on Monday. You like Pitbull in this one, right?
I just think his experience is just unlike anything that AJ Mckee's ever faced. But who knows? Maybe he's just that good. Who knows? He might just be that good, man.
It's a coin flip. Not gonna lie, I already threw money on AJ.
Dude, it's not a bad bet. It's not bad.
He's big for that weight class. he actually missed weight and had to go back and cut like a half a pound. He was like 0.5 over or 0.2 over or something like that.
AJ was?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big.
He was plus money. I got him at plus money. He's minus 105 now.
Mm.
What's coming in there? So that'll be fun. Yeah, you get to sit back and pretty much watch all the fights because you're the main event.
She's back there on my phone next to an outlet somewhere.
And just chill.
Just chill.
Dude. All right. Should we break down this UFC card? Talk about it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Anything going on? What did we miss? Is there anything going on that we missed that we can talk about? Any news?
Yeah. The most dominant female fighter of all time just pulled out of her fight. Amanda Nunes.
Why do you think she did that?
COVID.
Did she really though?
She tested positive for COVID.
But is she sick though?
I don't know. We're not going to get too political. I'm not going to get into that aspect of it, but I don't think it really matters. I think she could have COVID and she'd still be sick and still beat Juliana Pena. How about that?
Isn't the fight not till September? Wasn't it supposed to?
UFC 265.
So why are you pulling out 6 weeks before the fight? Because
she won't have a good camp. I don't know, man. I don't know.
She won't have a good camp. Unless it's that bad, and I don't know. We don't need to talk about it. Screw it, because
but
it's not worth it.
When I saw that, and you see the lineup, they need some star power for that card. They need some big names, and I'm like, bro, Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz too. It'll get all the pay-per-view. It'll get all the pay-per-view.
Jorge just tweeted that he doesn't want to come back till November or December, but I guess money could
$25 million to save a card might change your mind.
Yeah, I would.
Not to mention,
I'd do it for that.
Hey, it's not exactly like it's a hard fight for Jorge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you're not asking him to get in this just fight a guy that might like Colby or Usman again, and save a card where it's like you might lose. Like you're gonna get in there with a guy that you pretty much abused for 3 rounds. Now you know how to play with your energy maybe a little bit better so that you can, do that marathon and not just sprint for 3 rounds. Like he probably finishes Nate this time. I think.
What do you think about him wanting that rematch with Usman so bad? I don't. What warrants it?
No. Well, it's not that it warrants it, but as a competitor, I think that you can respect it.
Okay, I do.
If your goal isn't the top, then what is it? Money? He has a lot of that now.
I think he should. I don't think he's a title contender.
I more appreciate somebody like Jorge whose eyes is set on the top and on the gold than just trying to pick and choose money fights. I agree with that. So,
although I think he should go for the money fights.
Dude, why? He's made he made a lot of money.
The Usman fight it doesn't intrigue me. It doesn't intrigue me as a fan to watch him get knocked out again because that's what's going to happen.
I could see him making some adjustments and respecting Usman's power more, and he's a smart enough fighter with a high enough striking IQ that he might just get wrestled up on the cage and on his back.
No, he's going to get 5 rounds again. He's going to get and he's going to be done in the second round instead of the first. Dude, Usman's getting scary, man. He's getting scary.
You don't really see champions evolve the way that we've watched Usman evolve as a champion. It's pretty terrifying.
I was thinking of it the other night. I'm like, who can you think of that has evolved that much and that obvious? Like there's no debating how much he's improved fight after fight.
Props to Usman.
Dude,
I wasn't a huge.
Neither was I. You and I were both not. And then these last 3 fights, he's just been like, okay, like.
I can just respect the work that he's put in, and what he's doing, and not just settling as a champion of being like, no, everybody has to catch up to me. Yeah. He's going, no. I'm going to continue to put distance between me and the rest of the field.
Yeah.
And that's super special and unique. And it's something that we probably didn't, we usually don't appreciate greatness enough in the moment and always look back. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody hated Michael Jordan, and I don't know anybody that really hates Michael Jordan now. A lot of people hated Kobe Bryant. Everybody kind of loves on Kobe now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these guys, you kind of hate on them. You know, Khabib, I wasn't a big Khabib fan, and now literally one of my biggest regrets as an MMA fan is that I didn't appreciate Khabib more. Why I got to see him, because I don't think we'll ever see him again. GSP, remember people?
GSP's the one that I wasn't a fan.
Used to say he's boring, this, that. You look back now and be like, gosh, how great was he?
I've watched a couple of his fights recently, and I've been like, God, man, I kind of slept on him back in the day. Like I hated watching him, because the ones that I did watch, it's like, he's just freaking, you know, I wasn't educated in the sport, and you're watching him control a guy, and it's like, but dude.
So I am determined to appreciate the greatness of Usman. I can't stand him on the mic, but in the cage, he's terrifying. Same with Izzy. I'm not a big fan of Izzy as a person and on the mic and kind of some of the stuff that he does, but in the cage, like we are watching a generational talent. And I think that needs to be appreciated.
I agree. Let's break this card down.
Let's break it down.
First fight of the night, Orion Koski and Philip Rowe. Koski is, oh man, I got something in my eye. Sorry. He is 7-0, stands 5'11", 71-inch reach. He is fighting Philip the Fresh Prince Rowe. He is 7-3, stands 6'3" with an 80.5-inch reach. He's got a freaking 9.5-inch reach advantage and a 4-inch height advantage. Philip Rowe is huge for that weight class.
Philip Rowe is huge. Both guys contender series winners. This is Orion's UFC debut.
Yep.
Coming off that, Philip Rowe lost via unanimous decision to Gabe Green on the Usman Burns fight in his UFC debut. Who do you think wins this fight, Jason?
I actually like Philip Rowe in this one. I rewatched that last fight with Gabe Green, and he is super slick on the ground. Like, he's got submissions, and he's been doing grappling match. He did Tapology shows he did 2 grappling matches after that. So this guy's active on the ground. He did get caught a couple times in that fight, but if he cleans that up,
he's so long. I feel like when you get those long guys, they get a little sloppy because they're so long. They feel like they can get away with it. If they tighten up their technique, though, then they become monsters.
And Koski, if I remember right, his contender series, he did end up getting the ground and pound crucifix. But if I remember right, it was his brother that was the one that was a little bit more impressive of a fighter. They both got the contender series contracts on the same night, right? If I'm not mistaken, him and his brother.
Yep.
But yeah, I like Philip Rowe, man. And if I'm not mistaken, he is a slight underdog in this one.
About plus 130.
Yeah. I like it, man.
I just like the bigger, longer guys.
Especially early on in their careers, like early on in that pro career like that. You could get in there and fight a guy like that. Not that I know, but I
probably hasn't seen that look or too many of that looks before. It's probably pretty new. It's going to take him at least a round to try and figure out that reach and stuff. And like you said, if it goes to the ground, I think Rowe's the better grappler.
Yep. So we're both on Rowe, slight little underdog.
I hate when we agree on these. For the record, we've said this before, but we do not talk about anything other than basically main events throughout the week.
Yep, that's all we talk about. I'll text you and say, "Hey, I like some underdogs," and then
that's it.
It's you try to guess which ones I pick, and likewise. Next up, we don't have Trevin Jones and Ronnie Lawrence because Ronnie Lawrence did not make the scale. Was reading some tweets. Looks like he had a bad weight cut. They had to take him to the hospital. His body started. He was trying to cut those last couple pounds from what I was reading, and his body just shut down.
That's why I'm not going to 155, folks. I can do it nice and safe at 170 and feel great.
Dude, people are going to be surprised when they see you tonight. Like when you sent me that picture, I sent it to my wife, and she's like, "Holy crap, he's like shredded. Like you look like you had a good weight cut." That's good. Next up, we have Ashley Yoder and Jin Yu Frey. Ashley Yoder has an 8-7 record. She stands 5'7" with a 69.5-inch reach. Yu Frey is 10-6. She stands 5'3" with a 65-inch reach. So the bigger fighter here is Ashley Yoder. Freeze coming off a win against Gloria DePaula. And Yoder is actually coming off a decision loss to Angela Hill. Actually pretty close fight money-wise, too. How do you see this fight going?
I think Yoder's physically stronger. I think she's better. I like Jin Frey, but you know, I think Yoder's going to be too much for her. I think Yoder's record is deceiving. She's lost a couple split decisions that when I watched them, I thought she won the fights. Like, I think she could just as easily, she's 8-7.
Yeah.
I think she could just as easily be 10-5, 11-4. Honestly, she's had some rough judges' decisions go her ways. One flat out robbery. I was in attendance when she fought Mackenzie Dern. Nobody in that arena thought that Mackenzie Dern won that fight, except
I remember that.
Except 2 of the 3 judges.
Yeah,
you know, that's tough. Randa Marcos. I thought she won that fight. Another tough split decision. And the first Angela Hill fight was razor thin, and a lot of people thought she won that fight. It's like, you know, she's tough. You know, she doesn't get finished.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in there for 3 rounds, and you know, Jin Frey, like, we've seen her. She pulled off the upset in her last fight.
She looked pretty good in that fight too, if I'm not mistaken.
She did, but we've also seen. She's 36, right? And it's only 3 years older, but I feel like Yoder's going to be entering that, like, you're getting a little old. Jin Frey's in that you're getting a little. You're a little.
She's getting there.
You know? And so I don't know. There's a lot of things. I think it'll be a good competitive fight, but I mean, I'd even go as far to say I think Yoder wins, and I think Yoder wins by decision.
I like it, which
is plus 105. So if you're going to sprinkle a little bit on Yoder, great. Yoder by decision. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of cheddar on that as well. That's what I'm going with.
Yoder, on our site, it's minus 105.
Yeah.
Plus 10 on on FanDuel.
We can't do FanDuel in here.
I know. Damn it.
FanDuel lets you parlay props. If we could do FanDuel, we'd get in so much trouble. Our site doesn't let us.
Damn it. Next up in the featherweight division, we got Danny Chavez and Kai Kayamaka. Danny Chavez is 11-4. He stands 5'8" with a 67-inch reach. Kai Kayamaka is 8-4. He stands 5'7" with a 69-inch reach. This fight should be a banger.
I'm not betting on this fight.
You know, Danny Chavez is training with Colby Covington. Has been training with Colby Covington.
I did. I did hear that, and that he was overtraining, and Colby actually had to came up and tell him to chill out.
Yeah.
So,
and if a guy like Colby's telling you you're overtraining because that guy's a beast.
That guy trains like with Cam Hanes and stuff.
Cam Hanes just freaking long distance marathon runs and crap, and yeah, those guys are crazy.
You know, if I had to lean one way on this, I think I'm leaning Danny Chavez. Yeah, but I mean, this is a coin flip. I'm going to go with Danny Chavez, but I'm not betting this fight.
Unfortunately, I'm going to agree with you. Sorry, Lecco, because if I'm not mistaken, Kai's down there at Extreme Couture. He has been, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's actually the younger fighter on. He's only 26. Danny Chavez is 34.
Danny Chavez just beat TJ Brown. Kai Kamaka just lost to him via a very close split decision. Some would say that shouldn't have been a split decision too.
Yeah.
Man.
It's tough. That one's a tough one. Yeah.
That's
a tough one.
You know what? I'm taking it back. I'm going Kai Kamaka. I'm not betting it, but I'm going Kai Kamaka.
You're going to go Kai. Pull this up real quick. What's he on our site? It's Kai's favored, right? Yep. Pretty much coin flip.
Yep. I'm going Kai.
I'm going to go Danny Chavez. So we are different on that one. All right. Let's go. Next up, who do we got? Chris Grutzemacher against Rafa Garcia. Grutz is 14-4. He stands 5'8" with a 68-inch reach. Garcia is 12-1. He stands 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. What do you think about this fight, Mr. Partridge?
I think it's a really tough fight for Chris Grutzmacher, the tough vet. The odds are very favored against him for good reason. He's never really beaten anybody that's UFC caliber except Joe Lozon, who's like 40 years old, was on season 5 of Tough and was fighting in the UFC before he was on the Tough show.
Yeah.
Had a win over Jens Pulver before he ever went on Tough. Like he's his one wins against Chris Grutzmacher's one win against a legit UFC guy, Joe Lozon, who probably is no longer a legit UFC guy at 37 years old, at fighting at 155. I don't know. He won his last fight. Good for him. But
so you like Garcia in this one?
He's a heavy favorite, and I think for good reason.
Yeah, I do too. Likewise, I think Garcia is going to get it done.
I think Garcia is a nice leg to a parlay, actually.
Grits is one of those guys that's getting up there too. He's 30, just turned 35. Father Time's catching up.
I just don't even know why he's in the UFC. He's not active.
Yeah.
He does, like, I don't know. I just don't know how into it he is, where I feel like Garcia's into it, you know, like this is his thing. And it's kind of ever since the season of Tough, I liked him on Tough. He's very gritty. I mean, no pun intended, like good wrestling and stuff, but just I've never seen anything that made me go, oh, he's getting better.
Yeah.
I've never seen that either.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm going Garcia as well. I don't know if he gets a finish. What's Garcia by decision? Garcia by TKO. Garcia wins by decision plus 180. I don't hate that.
I like that a lot. Actually.
I don't hate that at all.
Because like I said, Grutzmacher's going to be a tough out.
Yeah, very tough. Next up in the featherweight division, we got Colin Anglin against Melsik Bagdasaryan. Man, that was good. I nailed that. Anglin
both making their UFC debut.
Both making UFC debut. Anglin is 8-1. Stands 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. Melsik, the gun, 5-1. He stands 5'9" with a 70-inch reach. Are they both? Oh yeah, they're both coming off Contender Series wins.
Yep, they're both making their UFC debut. It's pretty much a coin flip. I think the fight goes the distance. I think that it's a good fight and it's a close fight. And anything like this, what do? Let's just take the value, and I'm going to take Colin Anglin at plus 120. I think it's a coin flip. I think they're evenly matched.
Here's what I'm looking at this one. This one's kind of tough for me because it's a coin flip fight, and you know how I feel about those. I always usually go. Melsik he's a beast, man. He comes forward, but the guys that he's beasting, Contender Series guy he fought was 4-1. That's basically his best competition that he's fought. He fought a 4-3 guy, an 0-0 guy, a 3-5 guy, 0-0 guy, and that's it. And he lost his pro debut to a 2-4 guy. So what do you get out of this guy? Do you really want to bet that guy when we don't know really either one of these guys? Because Anglin, I mean, he beat a 5-0 guy on Contender Series.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking England.
And he beat a guy that's 20-11 on LFA. Fought in the LFA.
I'm not betting it. I'm just saying I'll take the value with England.
Definitely not betting it, but I'm with you on that, man. Just not enough information. Next up was supposed to be Nico Montano, and I don't think they announced that it's off. I think they're waiting on the commission last I checked. So I don't think it's officially off yet, but Montano missed weight by 7 freaking pounds.
No way.
Do you know this is like the 6th time she's pulled out of a fight?
She's
going to have to. There's no way she's fighting. I don't think she's fighting.
Once a UFC champion.
Dude, didn't she win? She won the Ultimate Fighter, didn't she?
She did. She was the UFC 125 champion.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
She was dodging Valentina Shevchenko is what she was doing, like she should be as a responsible adult.
I mean, you could say that, but she beat Roxanne Modafferi. She beat Montana De La Rosa. She beat Lauren Murphy. She's beat some good women. Mm-hmm. She's tough, but clearly something's off. Get you a nutritionist, girl. I got you.
7 pounds. That's
got you, boo. She definitely wins the Tapology for me, but she's not fighting, so it doesn't matter. Well, I don't think she's fighting. I don't think they've officially called that one yet. Have you seen anything?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, last I checked, they were waiting on the commission. Next up, we got Brian Barberena and Jason Witt. And this one is at welterweight. Ooh, this is at welterweight, Zach. Bam Bam is 15-7, stands 6 foot tall with a 72-inch reach. And Jason Witt, the Vanilla Gorilla. He is 18-7, stands 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. How you liking this one? Are you liking this one?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in Bam Bam. He's fought the way tougher opponents. He trains at a good camp. I know that the Vanilla Gorilla trains with our boy James Krause, but quite frankly, I have not seen a performance yet where I'm like, yeah, he's a legit UFC fighter. He's 1-2 in the UFC, and the guy that he beat is no longer in the UFC.
Yeah. I'm with you. So we are both on Barberena.
That is the second leg to my parlay with Garcia.
Ooh, you've already got some bets made.
Oh yeah.
Next up in the flyweight division, Ryan Benoit against Sharuk Benoit. Sharuk Adashev. Man, these are some names on here. Babyface is 10-7, stands 5'5" with a 68.5-inch reach. Adashev is 3-3. He stands 5'5" with a 65-inch reach. Is this the fight to stay in the UFC? Both coming off 2 losses.
Yeah, except one absolutely sucks and the other one doesn't.
Oh man.
Okay. Sorry, that's not fair.
You're mean. You're being mean, Zach. You're being mean.
The cyber bully's at it again. But if you're a Lion, you should probably be in the UFC with a better record than 3-3. His 3 wins were in Bellator, but they were all to 2 of the 3 were to bums. 0-1 and 0-2 guys.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what are you doing? You lost to Tyson Nam. Okay, that's fine. And then lost to I just feel like Benoit is the better fighter. And I mean, okay, Benoit's lost to guys like Tim Elliott a pair of times, Brandon Moreno, hello, champ. You know, he's losing to guys like that in the UFC while Homeboy's losing to, I don't know. I like Benoit. I think Benoit cruises to a unanimous decision win.
I like it too. We're going to agree again.
I hate this.
Next up in the welterweight division, Nicholas Stoles against Jared Gordon. Nicholas Stoles has a 12-4 record, stands 6'1" with a 75-inch reach. Jared Night Train Gooden I said Gordon, it's Gooden. 17-6, stands 6 foot tall and has a 77-inch reach. What's the line on this one? I not see that one.
Jared Gordon's a slight underdog.
Jared Gordon, slight underdog. Yeah. Oh, minus 200, 2-1. Gooden. Why do I keep saying Gordon?
Because Flash Gordon's also in the UFC. I am going to go. So Jared Gordon pissed me off. We picked him against an old Alan Jouban, and Alan Jouban pieced him up. And that made me really angry. And then he loses his next fight to a Russian, which is fine.
With the last name of Nurmagomedov.
Oh, yeah. I actually think there should be 2 records. Your records against real people and then your record against Russians. Because nobody should really count losses against Russians. It's not fair.
Did you time out? Did you see that thing? There was somebody tweeted about it the other day. If they had MMA in the Olympics, it's like, so what? I'm going to train 4 years to go get rolled by some Russian that nobody's heard of. It's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could you imagine sending our amateurs over there and you just get like Khabib's little brother?
I don't think you could do MMA in the Olympics.
No, I like jiu-jitsu though, and Muay Thai.
Jiu-jitsu I do like, and Muay Thai. Yeah, those I do. MMA, I think it'd be too hard because people would get hurt. It just that wouldn't be a good look.
It's not worth it. Whatever. Send Cole Faust to represent the USA, baby.
USA. So you're liking Stolz on this one?
Yeah, I do. I like the German.
Loses to Amib his first UFC fight. I don't hate that. I actually like Stolz on this one too. Green Mask. Wonder what that nickname means. Why did he pick that?
I don't know, but it's cool, and he's German, and I always thought Germans are cool.
All right, we're on same on this one too. Next up, we got in the strawweight division, we got Gloria DePaula against Cheyenne Buys, the Warrior Princess. DePaula has a 5-3 record, stands 5'5" with a 67.5-inch reach. Cheyenne Buys is 5-2. She stands 5'3" with a 63-inch reach.
I'm staying so far away from this fight. I can't even begin. One lost to Jin Frey in her last fight, and the other lost to a girl on a day's notice, Ruiz.
She got manhandled in that one too.
And got ragdolled.
She got ragdolled. That's freaking head choke, whatever she was doing, whatever slam she was doing.
And neither of them have a win in the UFC. So if I had to bet it, I would pick Gloria DePaula. I do like Cheyenne. What's her name? Bays. Bays
is that how she says it?
Yeah. She's with her husband in Vegas now, which I think is a good move. She left her other camp, so I think we'll see a better Cheyenne Bays, but I think that she wins. I wouldn't touch a betting on this fight with a 10-foot pole. And as a responsible gambler, I would not suggest anybody bet on this fight because you just don't know. I would bet the over on going the distance and all those props, if anything, on this. So officially, I'll go with Gloria DePaula. Really, I just don't care about this fight in any way, shape, or form, and I think it's not main card material. So how's that?
That is surprising that this is on that. This
come on, they've got 7 and 8 fights. Why are they on the main card over people that like Brian Barberina and Jason Witt, who, like, Brian Barberina has paid his dues. He deserves to be on the main card. Like, I know they've lost some fights on this card, but come on, man.
I don't like it.
Maybe I'm edgy from cutting weight, but I don't like it at all.
I think you are a little edgy. You're a little edgy. I actually like Bays. I like the experience. If I'm looking at this objectively and I'm looking at, she has an extensive amateur background. Trains over at Fortis MMA. I think she rewrites the ship and gets the win.
She left Fortis. She left Fortis.
Did she leave Fortis?
And no, she's.
Oh, that's right. She's in Vegas. You did. That's right. I'm gonna go Bays on this one.
Cool. We
definitely going. We're gonna agree that it's going to decision.
Oh, all day. I would not put money on anything other than that in this, and I forbid you from putting any money on Bays.
Oh, I'm not. No.
Okay, good.
There's not a dollar going on this fight.
Okay, cool.
Co-main event, we got in the bantamweight division, we got Young Ho Kane, Mr. Perfect. Is 17-8, so he's not perfect, but he stands
Mr. Perfect in the WWF growing up, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
he was great. The hair, he's always slick.
The hair was all Speaking of wrestling, we got some cool stuff for our next fighter interviews. I can't wait.
Yeah, we do.
Hoy Kane is 5'9" with a 73-inch reach. Ronnie Yaha. I'm having a hard time with these names today.
Yaha.
27, 10, and 1. He stands 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. What do you like in this one? Flip a coin.
It's flip a coin. I actually like Young Ho Kang. He's been in the UFC longer. He's fought the tougher competition. They're also fighting at 135, correct?
Yep, 135.
Where Kang, he fought the likes. Oh, he did. He fought Alex Caceres, way back when. He's been in the UFC for a long time. Not super active, had about a 4-year layoff, but he's been more active lately. And, hasn't fought in 2 years.
Yeah, hasn't fought in 2 years.
I'm going with Mr. Perfect.
I love the nickname.
I don't have a rhyme or reason too well to it, but that's what I'm going with.
man, I like Yaha's experience in this, but I'm a little worried. He's getting a little long in the tooth. I'm going to go with Mr. Perfect on this one as well.
Gosh dang it.
You know what's funny is I'll probably bet a lot of these undercard fights, but I don't think I'm going to touch very many of these main card fights. There's just too much unknowns for me. Main event in the middleweight division: Uriah Primetime Hall and Sean Tarzan Strickland. Hall is 17-9, stands 6 foot tall with a 79.5-inch reach. Tarzan is 23-3, stands 6'1" with a 76-inch reach. Sean Strickland does not disappoint on the mic.
He's hilarious.
He is freaking hilarious. Since he's come back after that layoff, the 3-year layoff, he's on a 3-fight win streak.
He had a motorcycle accident.
That's right.
He's not just on a 3-fight win streak. He beats the you-know-what out of people. So he put it best. Uriah is going to wait for Sean to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And create some space and put him out with one punch. And Sean is just going to walk forward and bludgeon him to death.
Yeah, spot on.
I mean, that's what Sean said, and that's correct. If you remember, Jordan Levitt predicted that this fight doesn't get out of 2 rounds. He thinks somebody gets knocked out with inside 2 rounds.
I think so too.
And he was dead right on the TJ Dillashaw, Cody Sandhagen.
Dead right on that one.
So guess what? If you have a prop that says the over under anywhere 2.5 rounds or ends in rounds 1 through 3 or round 4 starts, that's about even money on our site. That's what I'm going to load up on, is it ends in rounds 1, 2, or 3. And if I have to pick a winner, I believe Sean Strickland wins this fight. I love Uriah Hall. Well, I like Sean too, but I love Uriah Hall, and I've been a fan of his for a lot longer. But the one thing he struggles with is pressure fighters, and Sean will be in his state pressuring him nonstop. So I think it's a really fascinating fight, because whoever wins this fight legit puts themselves in the mix of the Jared Cannoniers and those guys, Marvin Vittori, Paulo Costa, of like, they need to fight one of those guys, and then they're this win and maybe one more win away from getting Izzy.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Strickland's. I like Strickland. I
Dude,
think he gets
old school.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's a fighter's fighter, man. That guy does not mess around. Listen to him talk.
It's like Chris Curtis said too, like, you don't spar Sean Strickland, you fight Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
And I watch all the sparring videos, and they fascinate me, but yeah.
So we're both on Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my official plays that I already took, and I'll probably add on a few more. Philip Rowe as an underdog, plus 125. I did take Trevin Jones, but that's going to get canceled. I did take Danny Chavez, and I took AJ McKee.
All right. My official picks is Philip Rowe, Ashley Yoder by decision, Benoit. Yeah. And then in the main event, Strickland and Hall ends inside 3 rounds.
Is that up yet? I don't see that up yet on the site.
It's on ours.
Is it?
And then I'm going to do a Garcia, Barberina, Stoles, and Strickland parlay.
Oh, you're getting cray-cray.
I'm not round robining it, just parlaying it.
Not after last weekend. Holy crap. What do you like for your parlay? Benoit,
Garcia, Barberina, Stoles, and Strickland.
You're confident about those ones, huh? Barberina, Stoles, and Strickland. I actually like that 3. I love that 3. That is beautiful.
And Stoles is a late replacement. By the way, Stoles is a late replacement. People need to remember that too.
I don't like that then.
No,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What about Garcia? Garcia is a good one.
Yeah.
Garcia, Barberina.
I'm taking Stoles off my parlay. I'm going Strickland, Barberina, Garcia.
Strickland, Barberina, Garcia. I like it. I love it. If you bet $10, you only win 60. No, I don't hate it. Let's get cray cray. We're gonna win some money this weekend.
Oh yeah.
What's the odds on your fight?
I depends on who you listen to. I'm like plus. I think I'm plus 220.
I'll give you that. I'll give you plus.
He's undefeated. I'm coming off of a loss. Ring rust. I'm off 17 months. He just fought.
He just fought. Ago. All right. I'll give you that. I'll give
maybe I'm
plus 185.
No, plus 250.
Because you were the 185-pound champ. So
yeah,
you got to give you a little respect.
Yeah.
Plus 185.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Plus 185.
Okay. If anybody wants to bet me and give me plus 185 on myself, I'll take it.
Oh, I freaking love it.
I'm in full on like don't give any what's right now. So if anybody wants to.
No, that's actually right now. I was just getting ready to talk about that, Jeff.
Woo, that card. Watch it tonight.
That XMMA card is going to be fire. Can I pull that? Let's pull that one up on here. Because there's Wilson Wilson's fighting on that card. All right, I got it up. Dude, this is a freaking stat card too. You got Weston Wilson's on here. Chris Curtis is on this card fighting Kenny Robertson. Steven Siler's fighting Will Brooks. And then main event, Ramsey Najim and Ben Saunders. Dude, this is a great card. Is this a pay-per-view? Or did I see somebody say that YouTube had it on there?
I think it's
Fiji. We're talking about the XMMA card out in South Carolina. That's got Ben Saunders and Ramsey is the main event. And like I said, Steve Siler, Will Brooks is on here, Chris Curtis, Kenny Robertson. This is a good. I'm going to be watching this tonight.
Wait, okay, real quick before we do this.
Okay, what?
I'm definitely watching this tonight.
DraftKings. Oh yeah, DraftKings. I better write that down. I always write it down and I forget to put it in.
I went really big on a couple underdogs and then I loaded up on I think more favorites.
All right, let's get it. Let's do this.
I did do Stoles because he's only $7,000.
Okay.
And I don't think Gordon finishes him. So if he doesn't get the win, which I think he's the better fighter, but it is short notice.
Who's he replacing?
And then our boy Lazaz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Philip Rowe, it's only $7,400.
Rowe. I do like Rowe.
Mr. Perfect is $8,500. Kai Kamaka is $8,200. Which, with all those, and you can mix and match those. If you want to swap that out with one of your picks, that's right in the same budget. They're right in. It's a coin flip, so they're right about the same. So, you can make your own adjustments there. But that using those four gives us the ability to load up on Brian Barina, who's $9,600, the most expensive fighter on the card, and then Sean Strickland is $9,300. Because I like Sean because I believe this fight gets finished, and he's been finishing guys. And Uriah Hall gets finished by guys that stay in his face.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's where the value is. That's my lineup.
I love it.
Which, by the way, even with the BS judging, my lineup still won me $50 last week. So
boom, holla, let's get it.
But okay, sorry. Back to XMMA.
We'll
Fiji. We're going to go to lunch. We're going to talk about everything, including how to be a degenerate.
Maybe we don't want to corrupt his mind.
Your wife is going to hate us.
Okay. Hey, for those of you guys that cannot make the fight, because I'm pretty sure it's sold out other than a couple standing room only seats.
You can buy. I don't know anybody that has tickets left, like actual tickets, but you can go on the Stillfist websites for $40 and still buy GA tickets. I had to send a friend there yesterday. So
you can still go on the website and buy tickets. They are only GA tickets. All the tables are sold out. But I did put the link down here, like I've done on the last couple podcasts, blitz.tv. You could get on there, get the pay-per-view. If you can't make it, it's going to be a great card. Zack's a little tired today.
I'm going to go take a nap before weigh-ins.
Go take a little nap. I'll be there about 6 o'clock. What time's weigh-in start? 6:30? Yeah,
we have to be there for 5 for our COVID tests. And then weigh-in start about 6:30.
Okay. I should be there right around 6.
We have a great athletic commission. We're so grateful to be in Utah to have good promotions and good athletic commissions.
Oh, Fiji just said, hit him up. Hit up Fiji.
Hit up Fiji.
If you need tickets, boom. Easy as that. Fiji's just going to go start taking them from people in line. Give me your tickets like Debo.
I just rewatched Fiji's fights on his YouTube channel. If you want some good entertainment, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then go subscribe to Fiji's YouTube channel. It's super entertaining. It's really good.
Good stuff, man. All right, man. Well, I will see you tonight, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We are out.
Do damage.